Hey guys, welcome to Wildlife Wednesday. Let's teach you a little bit about one of my favorite things, lizards. So you don't have to jump out of your seat, ladies. It's not snakes today, although you may see one or two, but they're in the cage. They're locked up and they're safe. So you don't have to squirm and yell and scream, because hopefully if you watch enough of our videos, you'll get over that fear factor of snakes that is a learned trait, not a natural, how do you say it, Z? Born with.
I'm not sure what you're trying to say.
You're not born with that fear. It's actually a taught fear. You learned it from someone in your life. Instinctual. Yeah. High five, Z. Good job. It's not an instinctual trait. It's somewhere along your life you learned that fear, whether it been your grandparents or your parents or friends that taught you to be scared of snakes. So let's go play with some lizards. Hey guys, what's happening? It's Wednesday. Let's teach you a little bit about wildlife. There's so many cool lizards in the world. You guys have all seen Elvis. You just saw him the other night while we were feeding him, right? Our big Asian water monitor. Well, lizards comes in all shapes and sizes. And here's a blue-tongued skink. Now these guys are actually found in Australia and New Guinea, and they get their name, do you guys know how? Yep, right there. You saw it. They got this big, flat, blue tongue. And they are one of the larger of the skink species. Now, this one is a New Guinea. He's got the yellow blotches on the side. You can tell coloration of where they come from and the difference. They look, all of them look slightly different. But look at their little toesies. Aren't those cute? Now, they are super fast. They got these short legs, but they still move serpentine, and they run like that. With their short little legs, they're actually pretty quick. These guys love bananas and all. They'll even eat some, this one likes pinkies as well, and cat food. So, wet cat food, that is. Let's show you something else. That's in the skink family. He's up there right now we're cleaning today. So here's another lizard in the monitor family, much like Elvis, but Elvis has got that super long neck. He's got a long pointed snout. This one has a short blunt snout, but these guys are from Africa, where the Asian water monitor is from where? You guessed it. Asia. These guys are from Africa, and it's called a Savannah Monitor, and they have other close relatives over there that look very similar, Blackthroat Monitors. These guys are notorious for digging up crocodile nest and eating the eggs. How could you do that? You're too small. Well, this one's actually just a juvenile. They get much bigger, and they will do a lot of damage, but look at that. He's so cute. He's so cute. And look at those nails they have there. Best for digging. You got it. They dig burrows and they dig up stuff to eat. Eggs. Okay, Huffy. And when they get mad, they huff out like that. They puff and they flatten their bellies. They spread wide to look bigger. I'm big and I'm menacing. Put you up there. And then, did you know that there's actually 3 species of venomous lizard? There's actually 3, as of to date, there's 3 that are proven species of venomous lizards. One is the Gila Monster, which we're going to show you. Let me get this here. Gila Monsters actually sleep. This one's sleeping. We're going to wake them up. Good morning. I'm here to wake you up. Now this is actually a species of venomous lizard. And if you look right here, see that fatty part on the bottom of the jaw right there? That's where their venom gland is actually located. Now these guys do not have fangs like a typical venomous snake. They have teeth and they release the venom into the saliva. And when they chew with those teeth, the venom is going into the cuts. So it is very painful and it's actually not life-threatening. If I recall right, there's only ever been one person to die from a beaded lizard or a Gila monster bite, and that was way back in the 40s. And I think he actually, upon doing research on that, I think he actually drank himself to death because the pain was so intense that the doctor said there's nothing we can do. Drink some whiskey, take away the pain. Well, he drank some whiskey or whatever alcohol it was, probably whiskey, and drank himself to death. Now, these guys are beautiful, and if you look at their skin there, they're always shedding. These guys are always shedding, man. If you look at their skin, it looks like little beads, like the Indian corn or something. And as you can see, they're not aggressive. We handle ours all the time, so they're pretty mellow. You just got to be careful when you pick them up, that you don't startle them. Like when I went to grab this one, he was sleeping. So you got to make sure you don't startle him. Huh. You're such a cute boy. Yeah, you like that. Look at him. He's pushing back against my hand. He's closing his eyes. I'm putting my Gila Monster to sleep. All right, we'll put this one back. I'll show you a beaded lizard. There you go, the cousin for the Gila Monster. This is the second venomous lizard, or it could be the first, whichever way you count them. It's one of 3 venomous lizards in the world. Now this is the beaded lizard. Now the Gila Monster is found in North America. The beaded lizards are found in Central America. They're through Texas, not quite Texas, but through Mexico, down in all the way to the southernmost part of Mexico. And there's several different subspecies of them. And look, they're, like I showed you with the Gila, these guys are always shedding because they're always growing. And lizards don't shed like snakes where it's one big thing. Now also, look at his bottom jaw. See the puffy? That's where the venom gland is, right there. And look at those eyes. These guys are actually more nocturnal than they are diurnal. Well, is it? Yeah, diurnal. That's daytime, right, Z?
I think so.
Yes, that is.
Well, I don't know if you pronounced it right.
Diurnal's pronounced right.
No, you did. You forgot the urnal at the last 2 times you said it.
No, I didn't. You guys leave your comments. Did I forget it? All right. Look at their bellies. How nice and soft they look.
Kind of looks like those car mats, actually.
It does, but it looks more like kind of like an alligator belly, but the alligator's got bigger things. But the back and the sides look so much like the Gila Monster, like those beads. Now, the beaded lizard actually gets bigger than the Gila Monster. And these guys actually spend a lot of their life underground in big outcroppings of rock, outcroppings up under the rocks. They find mice in there, and they'll come out and venture when stuff gets flooded out there. They'll walk around. Now, for the longest time, Gila monsters were thought to be very rare, and almost to the point they were put on the endangered species list. But then they discovered that they spend 90% of their life underground, walking around under the big boulders and everything, looking for mice and looking for, on the edge of the outcroppings, birds will lay their eggs on the ground and have nests there. These guys will go in and rob the nest and eat the eggs. It's pretty cool. How cool are you, huh? Oh, look at that mouth. And can you see all those teeth? And then that big tongue he's holding flat back there. There you go. Can you see him? But there's no actual fang. Like I said, they use those teeth to chew and create holes, and then they leave the venom in the saliva. They release it into the saliva, and then they push it into the holes with the teeth. You are just cranky, huh?
You just did wake him up, though.
Yeah, I did. He was sleeping. So I get kind of cranky when you wake me up, too.
Yeah.
Z knows that. Well, actually,
Everyone
Z
does.
gets cranky when I wake him up.
Everyone does.
All right, let's go. I'm going to put him back, and then we're going to go check out. I'm going to show you one of my favorite lizards. All right, guys? Hold on, let me put him back. Hi. Let's go. All right, guys, one of my favorite lizards. We're in search of it. It's an elusive water lizard. You think you can find one? Come on with me. You gotta be very careful. They're very good at hiding. Whoa. I see one. I see two. I see three. I see four. I see 5. 6. They're everywhere, Z. They're not as elusive as we thought. But right here is the American alligator. I know some of you were saying, Robbie, that's not a lizard. Well, you know what? It's got 4 legs. It's got a tail. It's got eyelids. And it's got a tongue. Isn't that a lizard? See, isn't it a lizard?
No.
It's kind of a lizard, but it does belong to the crocodilian family. Now, these guys right now is breeding season. We're getting towards the end of breeding season, and they should be starting to build nests starting about the end of this month. This is a little female here. We'll put her out in the water. Look at this big fella. That's a big male, Z. Can you see him? Look at those eyelids, nose, mouth, 4 legs, tail, lizard, right? That's what I say. It's a lizard. It's a prehistoric water lizard.
Believe what you want to believe.
And they're everywhere in here. And the stuff on top of the water is actually called duckweed. And it's good to have duckweed.
Is that the real name or just what people in the South call it?
I think that's what people all over call it. It's not the real scientific name, but
Okay.
it is, the common name is duckweed.
Okay.
Now, if you look at it, it's just like a little plant that floats on top of the water.
I've seen a lot of people drive into those piggy mats grass and
Yeah.
golf courses.
Yep. I'd reach down and grab you a scoop, but look who's coming.
Yeah. Also, I'm
And the
kinda scared
duckweed
of-
is very beneficial to them because they can sneak around in it.
like that.
Right, just like that. And, ooh, I hear them everywhere around here. There's gator noises everywhere. Look,
There's
here
also
comes,
bird noises.
there comes that big, really light-colored female. See how light-colored her head is?
Yeah.
It's real yellow. See that? Oh, look at her. She's beautiful. And then look at all these birds in here, Z. And the thunder. Look at all these birds and all the nests. Look at all these nests and all the babies up in there. Look at the baby birds right here. See
Yeah,
them all?
there's a lot of them.
Look right there.
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
my
over
goodness.
there, I was saying there's a lot of them.
There's so many birds in here. And that's because our gator marsh is actually what's known as a rookery. That's where birds come every year to nest and raise their young. Now, we're already on the second clutch of eggs that they've hatched, and they've already raised one clutch this year. Those are, whoa, there's a gator going down there. They've already successfully raised one clutch, and those babies are fledglings, and they're flying around here as well. They'll stay around this area, and when they're old enough to breed next year, they'll come back here and they'll have their own nest and they'll have their own babies. These guys will produce between 3 and 5 clutches this year, this breeding season, and that'll produce over 100,000 birds in this marsh. That's amazing. Now, a lot of the birds won't make it. Not a lot, a small percentage. If you're producing 100,000 and 10,000 of the birds get eaten by alligators,
So 10%.
roughly, I don't know the exact number, but some babies will venture out and they'll get too close to the water or too down on a low branch, and the gator will jump up and grab the nest and baby and all. Then the mom will make a new nest, lay more eggs, and produce more babies. So basically, it's like a,
Trial and error.
not trial and error, more or less. I guess you would call it like a trade-off. Because what are the alligators? Why do the birds come here to nest?
To avoid
Other predators, which the alligators protect the nest from raccoons.
It's kind of like
Because-
putting gators in a moat for a castle.
Kind of, but I guess it would be. Because if you have a castle, people are trying to storm the castle, they fall in the moat, they get eaten by the gator. So just basically the same thing with the bird.
And if, someone was dumb enough to fall off the walls and hit the moat,
And they're going to get eaten.
yeah.
But look at them all, man. Oh my goodness. And this algae on top of the water, the duckweed, actually cleans the water as well. So it sucks up bacteria and everything and all kinds of,
Someone's being huffy.
I think he's eating a bird.
No.
He's eating something. Listen to the thunder. This is summer in Florida. Well, we're not quite summer yet.
I think we are now.
No, not till the 20-something, I think.
Okay.
But
Dating the video, woo.
But it is, this hurricane season started June 1st, so this is our rainy season. And we get a lot of rain during our rainy season in Florida.
Because it's also hurricane season.
It's also hurricane season. Every day we'll get a rainstorm, and it'll last about an hour, and then clear up and be sunny again.
I like to call it the coin flip season.
Yeah. You know, I'd love to be a weatherman in Florida during the
Because it's 50-50.
summer. Yeah, 50% chance of rain today.
Careful. There's a gator out there.
Where?
I saw him pop up. for just a split second.
Okay, watch this. Ready? There you go. I got some. I caught it. That is duckweed. Can you guys see the little like leaves?
Yeah.
And those work off photosynthesis still.
Photosynthesis.
Yeah, what he said. Now,
That would be terrible if you had a lisp to say that.
what are you trying to say?
A lisp.
A lisp?
Yes.
Who has a lisp? I don't have a lisp.
Are you developing one?
Now, right here, what you see is an old gator nest. I don't know if they'll rebuild this one this year or not. It's over here, Z.
Oh.
Z. You're standing right on it, Z.
Oh.
You've dug this nest with me before. This is an old one. I don't know if they'll redo it, but we'll be able to tell in about another month, another 3 to 4 weeks, if they'll start scraping all this up in there to build a new nest. And then over here, you can tell, hopefully this year we do good, because the marsh is already high and flooded. So that means the gators should nest further away from the water. The island is underwater. There's an old nest right in there at the base of those trees. You can see the hump in the ground.
And the ladder.
Well, that's our old zip line.
Yeah.
But look how high up the water is. Now, a lot of people ask us, aren't you scared that you're going to come across water moccasins in here? Yes, the possibility is there. This is an old nest this high ground right here under this tree.
Okay. These with the tree growing out of it, yeah.
Yeah. Then we're going down here to check another old nest site to see if they're starting to scratch up yet, which I don't think they are, but I always try to get out here and check.
A lot of effort to get through this.
All right, this is another old nest site right here. Oh my goodness, look at the baby birds. Ugh. That's a dangerous nest because look how close it is to the ground.
Yeah.
A gator could jump up there and grab that. They have not started scratching this up. There's another nest site on that point. Jeez, there's so many birds, Z. They're just everywhere. Look at all those nests out there.
Wow.
Out in the middle of the water.
These,
Those are the most dangerous nest sites because gators can launch themselves up higher from the water.
yeah. More
All
from
right.
my back too.
So this nest site is not being scratched up yet. Just as I thought, another 3-4 weeks and they'll start doing that. Let's sneak our way back out of here, Z.
Ow.
Watch out for water moccasins.
I am.
Now, as I was saying before, we do have to be careful and keep our eye open for water moccasins. But the one thing is, if a water moccasin decides to swim across the water, alligators will see that, grab it, kill it, and eat it. Now, why doesn't the venom affect a gator? Because their skin is so thick. And if they ingest it, it doesn't affect them.
You can drink venom, but you can't
drink
drink poison.
Right. Venom, you can consume it, but it cannot be injected into you. Poison, you cannot consume, otherwise it'll kill you.
I don't think you can inject poison into yourself either.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Poison will kill you by ingesting it, inhaling it, or swallowing it, consuming
Okay.
it.
Let's go this way.
I just want to look right out this way.
Okay.
we don't have time to go all the way around today.
Okay.
Because the rains are going to be here in a minute. And I want to go check on my favorite lizard and your favorite lizard.
Okay.
TEBOW!
Let's go.
All right, let's go. We don't know how he's going to act now because of the thunder. And gators will actually start bellowing and that's because of the thunder. But before the rain starts, Z, let's go check this. Let's get out of here, guys. Come on. We'll meet you down at TEBOW's pen.
Okay.
All right, guys, come on. We're here. We're at TEBOW's pen. Z, you got this unlocked?
Yep.
Perfect. All right, we're going to take a poll just for
Case
today because Mr. Kiki is right there. And this thunder, and it is breeding season. We don't know how they're going to act. There's 11 alligators and 1 crocodile in here.
Yeah, speaking of the croc.
There's the croc.
It's like,
Now,
who, me?
He's like, I'm just a crocodile.
No need to worry
And
about
TEBOW's in here, but where is he? This thunder might have
Can I get a
him
guess?
in the water. Here he comes. Here comes TEBOW.
Oh, I would have been wrong.
TEBOW, come on.
I was going to stay over there.
There's Crazy Girl right here.
Ah,
Look at those teeth. See, that's Crazy Girl.
the tootsies.
Those little toothies. You got all. Come here, T. Come here, buddy. Up. Let's go. Come on. Up. Come on. Come on.
He's a little aggressive.
Come on. He's not being aggressive. He's just coming up to say hi. I want to get him up here so you guys can see how big he really is. Come on, T. Come on. Look at the size of that alligator. He is 12 feet
Careful.
long, and he is over 1,000 pounds. Mr. Kiki, back off. Back off.
He's coming up.
I know, I see him. T, stop. Don't mess with Kiki. But look at the size of this big boy. Will you? Look at this tail. There's my hand. You guys know I have big hands, and look at the size of that tail. Come here, T. Come on. Come here. Come over here. Up. 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 That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Stand. All right, stop. I'm just petting you, okay? It's okay. You guys can see him opening and closing those eyelids.
Yeah.
Now, alligators, if you got a close look at that, come here. Z, can you zoom in on that?
Yeah.
On his eye? Stop. Be good. Now watch him open it. Did you see that lens?
Yep.
So he's not only got 1, 2 eyelids, but a 3rd eyelid that goes like this, because that's a goggle. Underwater, he'll do that, and he's got built-in goggles. He can see underwater. The water won't irritate his eye. That is amazing. These guys are just so incredible. Look, it's starting to rain, but look at the size of him, Z. Come here, Z. I'll protect you. Look at the size of that back foot. It's the same size as my foot. That is amazing. And these toes, look at them.
Don't.
I love how they walk. I love when they're in a hurry to walk because they do a thing called the high walk.
Yeah.
And the girth of his belly and tail, oh my goodness, and his neck is huge. He weighs over 1,000 pounds. He's 12 foot, like 1 inch. So that is one massive alligator. Look at that belly. Look at that belly. He's like, quit tickling me. I'm going back to the water. I'm not playing. Crazy Girl, what are you doing?
Pushing everyone into the water.
And you, back to the water. Back, back. Mr. Crocodile, you can stay right there. Mrs. Crocodile, oh, sorry. Mrs. Crocodile, I know you took offense to that.
Yeah, that's why she's walking
Now,
away
she
from
is a West African crocodile. They were thought to be Nile crocodiles for the longest time, but then discovered that the Nile doesn't run through West Africa.
Who knew?
I don't know, but that's
Oh,
the way the bacon fries. All right. Look, he's sitting there just in case we call him up again. He's got 1, 2, 3, I think there's 4, 5.
I want bare minimum 3
5 or
others.
6 right here. And then there's probably some up along the fence there.
Yep.
But come here, Z.
Okay.
Can you zoom in
On the croc.
on the croc?
Yep.
Can you guys see the teeth on the crocodile? With the mouth closed, you could still see the teeth. They fit like this. Now, see how the head is longer and pointier than the alligator? An alligator is more the shape of a U. Crocodile's more a shape of a V. But that's not all crocodiles, because the Cuban crocodile has more like a U, not kind of in between a U and a V. But look, there's a little girl who's gonna probably build a nest right up in here, Z. She's been staking out her ground where she's gonna build, and she's happy right there. So she'll probably build her nest right there. Now be careful here, Z, because they dug a hole right there.
Okay.
We're gonna go. Let's go around this way. It's starting to rain.
Yeah.
And this time of year, please, please, people, if you live anywhere where you have alligators or crocodiles in this hemisphere, please be careful, because this is breeding season. This is when accidents happen. This is when males are aggressive because they're actually taking care of their territory and their women. So they're going to be more aggressive. And then once nesting starts, the females get more aggressive because they're defending their nest and protecting their babies. It's starting to rain a little too hard. I don't want to get caught in a downpour back there, but we'll come in here at a later date and start checking for nests. These guys are so amazing. I love this time of year. Everything's green and looks beautiful, and it's just so incredible. Let's say bye to TEBOW. T, come here. Up. Come on. I'm just telling you goodbye. Crazy girl, why do you always... I'm not feeding today. Come here, T. Ooh, that was a big lightning. That was a big one. We better get out of here. There comes the thunder. All right, be careful with Kiki right there.
Yep, I know.
He gets a bit crazy. Oh my goodness. You guys, these guys, I love these guys so much. I love all wildlife. It's just so incredible. And we got so much to learn from wildlife. You know, I learn new things every day. And I work with a lot of dangerous wildlife. But did you know what the most dangerous wildlife on the planet is, Z?
What?
Human beings. It's amazing. They are the most destructive and dangerous animal on the planet. And it boggles my mind, all these deadly snakes we have in the world, and deadly crocodiles and tigers and lions, and the most dangerous animal on the planet is a human being. That's why I love spending my life with these guys. and taking care of them and learning from them. It's such an amazing thing. A lot of people like to call me an animal expert. I don't like that term just because of the fact that an expert means you know everything. And when you're working with wildlife, you can never know everything. You're always learning something new in each and every day. And if you don't, it's time to find a new field because you're kidding yourself. All right, guys, one more check here on the Nile. We're gonna be in here Friday evening,
Okay.
weather permitting, and we're gonna dig her nest, and we're gonna dig the Cuban's nest.
Okay.
There's Sobek, there's Ricky, but Lucy's sitting on the nest, and Marilyn. This is,
Oh God, this is cold.
it's cold, the water's cold.
Yeah.
This is Marilyn. This is Blondie's daughter. Blondie resides at Gatorland. Go check out Gatorland vlogs. You can check out them. They were digging crocodile Nile eggs, I think, this week. So as well, beginning of the week. And we are going to be doing it Friday evening, I believe, as long as weather permits. And then we still have to go after that big alligator on the lake, see?
Yeah.
We tried to do it last night, but it started downpouring, so we couldn't do it.
You mean
It's
like
too
this?
dangerous. No, last night it was pouring.
Well, I poured
This
a
is
little
just
bit.
a little
I poured
afternoon shower.
Yeah, I poured a little bit.
Oh my goodness. I hear TEBOW.
He's challenging the thunder.
He's hissing at the thunder. Now he's bellowing. Hear him bellowing?
Yep.
Can you guys hear him? Pissed off. He's telling the thunder, leave, these are my women. Little does he know, it's not after his women. It's just
a
the
sound.
weather.
It's just a sound.
But there you have it. You guys are absolutely amazing, man. Thank you for all the love and support. Get swamped, share your passion and random act of kindness, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll teach you all we know about wildlife and all we learn about wildlife. That way, you guys can learn like we do. Take care. I'll talk to you later, and see ya. Love ya. Oh my goodness.